Hi friends, I'm Scott Giles and welcome to Power Talk, my podcast here on Facebook Live and YouTube. I cover topics related to spirituality, hypnotic coaching, and the hypnotic arts and sciences in general. If you'd like to know more about my professional work or sign up for my free newsletter, Power Lines, check out my website, which I'll tag at the end of this video. As some of you know, I follow a modern version of an ancient philosophy in my personal life. The philosophy is called Stoicism, and it dates back to ancient Greece and Rome. I have several videos on my YouTube channel about it and related subjects, organized on a playlist called The Golden Way, and I recommend them. Now, the core of Stoicism is that you have responsibility only for what you can control or influence. Those things that you can neither control nor influence, you simply abide, using them as ways of honing your own wisdom, your detachment skills, or your boundaries. But you don't just spin your wheels, turning your body into a chemistry set of stress hormones, trying to control things that you can't control, trying to take responsibility for things that are not your responsibility. Many of you will be familiar with the Serenity Prayer, created by Reverend Dr. Reinhold Niebuhr in the 1950s when he was teaching at Boston University. The prayer goes, "God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." That prayer has become a mainstay of the 12-step and recovery movement, and it is an exact match to Stoic philosophy, because that philosophy was one of the subjects Professor Niebuhr taught. Now, there are a number of websites and coaches who are developing Stoicism in modern times. They're all good. The one I like best is by Ryan Holiday, dailystoic.com. Now, I'm not dissing the others, but Holiday's work runs deep. And he sells toys. Like most guys, I like toys. So, in the spirit of Santa Claus, because we're in Advent now, I wanted to share with you some of the helpful stuff you can get that has been really important to me. And as I do so, let me mention that I have no business relationship with Ryan Holiday or his company. My recommendation comes from the heart. Now, as Stoicism is a philosophy, one of its most important tools are books. And Holiday's written a number and reps some others by authors. The one that I especially recommend is the Daily Stoic, and here is my leather-bound edition, which is a series of daily reflections. Every few years, I go through this myself, just to keep the ideas fresh. The second book that I especially like is the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest emperors of ancient Rome. And the version that you can get from the Stoic website that I'm holding is actually a cased leather-bound edition in a fantastic translation by Gregory Hayes. And Marcus Aurelius shares deep personal wisdom about how to deal with responsibilities and life's challenges. Highly recommended. And there are principles around which modern Stoic philosophy is organized. Things like memento mori, or the ancient idea that it's important to remember that today could be your last day. So make it a good day. Another one of my favorite Stoic principles is called premeditatio malorum, or meditate upon what bad things might befall you. The idea is both to face one's fears and also to remember to always have a plan B. Holiday sells a series of pocket coins that one can carry around to remind you of these principles. I have the full set and keep them in a little box by my bedside. And every morning I select one at random and I use the coin through the day as a way of reminding me of the principles. The one I'm holding is the four Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, by which is meant self-control. In addition to all this, there's personal jewelry, rings, pendants, a special key, a deck of challenge cards, and a great podcast. Now, what I like about all these things is that they in fact help. It is so easy to get forgetful of the principles you would like to use to order your life. I've got 2 degrees in philosophy. Philosophy is really important to me, but even I struggle to keep myself pointed in the direction of my principles. We get busy, we get distracted, other problems arise and claim your focus. Simply, we're going to do better if we have some gear to keep us reminded. Hypnotists have a name for things like the pocket coin and so on. They're called anchors. Now, I was once a member of a motorcycle club, and it was a completely good experience for me. As a reminder to keep in touch with those good days and the person I became because of them, to this day I wear biker jewelry. They're anchors too. So if you feel adrift and you want a reliable touchstone in your life, consider giving Stoicism a look. There's a reason this philosophy has lasted thousands of years. It's reliable and it works. It shows you how to deal with stuff. Hey, thank you for your time and attention today. I'll be back next week with another talk on a different subject. You're invited. It does help me if you let others know about my work, so please like, share, and subscribe. And if I can be of help to you, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great week.